We are back at NECAN with a preview of what we're doing at MJ BizCon. And what better way to preview what we're doing at MJ BizCon with manufacturers, distributors, and brands than bringing out one of the go-to New Jersey contract manufacturers, white label manufacturers that we have met here at NECAN in New Jersey, Atlantic City, and one of the better brands in Atlantic City and New Jersey. And they really don't know about our MJ BizCon project, and you really don't know about who they are and what they do, but you're going to get to know about what we got going on at MJ BizCon, and you guys are going to find out about it.
Yeah.
And you're going to find out more about their brand, which is all over New Jersey, and their company, which is available to those who want to come into New Jersey if you meet the right standards, and we'll get into that as well. But first of all, let me introduce them to you, and then we'll get into all that subject matter.
Hey guys, it's me again. Shout out to MJ BizCon, the biggest cannabis conference happening in Las Vegas, December 2nd through the 5th. We're building out our manufacturing and distributing project, creating real opportunities for brands and operators to connect and grow. If you want to get involved, reach out and be a part of it. It's going to be the hot market area. All right, back to the show.
So, Michael, you want to go first? Tell us about your journey into cannabis, when you started, and we'll talk about who wants to talk about the brand and who wants to talk about the manufacturing center.
He can talk about the manufacturing center and the brand, and I'll chime in a little bit with the brand, but we'll just go back and forth, I guess.
Okay,
Right?
you okay with light? Okay, well, the lighting's fine. So go ahead, you can get started, Michael.
I kind of backed into the industry, to be honest with you. I was doing some work out in Palm Springs, California with a Native American tribe. Nothing to do with cannabis. It was more in logistics and transportation.
Okay,
And that's when a Department of Justice back then put out a Coles memorandum,
yeah,
which basically said that the Department of Justice was not going to expend any of its monies to enforce the marijuana laws.
2012,
Exactly.
Back.
Exactly.
backed by the Wilkinson Memorandum, 2013.
So the tribe at that point asked me if what was my familiarity with marijuana, and I said, well, I know about it. I smoked it.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we'd like to get into the industry. So my background prior to that was somewhat, my family's been in government in Pennsylvania for quite a while. I suggested to them that if what they wanted to do was exercise their sovereign right, I strongly would urge them to come up with a bit of regulation, so to speak.
Right.
And I helped
Tribal
them,
code.
correct. And I helped them write their regulations for the marijuana industry. Now, ultimately, they decided not to do it because they also have a casino and they were concerned about some of the federal ramifications
Yeah.
of it. But I got a taste for where the industry was coming and where it was possibly going, and it intrigued me. And I followed it, invested in a manufacturing facility out there shortly thereafter.
In California.
Yeah, in
Okay.
Springs. It didn't work out, but I learned so much and met so many nice people that when it became recreational back here east in New Jersey,
Yeah.
I decided to get licensed, and we got licensed back in 2023.
2023. So you got an adult use manufacturing center in New Jersey.
Yes, we're in Salem County, which is a rural county in the southwestern part of the state.
Right. And one of the projects, what we're doing with MJ BizCon is we're trying to get all the go-to manufacturing centers, state by state, country by country, that the brands are going to be migrating and they can't build their own manufacturing centers with all the equipment and all the bells and whistles that you guys have. So they're going to need local partners to manufacture, which you're already doing for a few other people.
Right.
So that's kind of the concept of what we're doing. So you have a manufacturing center in New Jersey, and one of your in-house brands, which you guys actually own,
Yes.
is
The
the
Growfather.
The
Growfather.
Growfather.
And the Growfather has proven itself to be very successful in New Jersey. So the Growfather is a brand that eventually will migrate to Arizona, Maryland, Florida, etc.
Hopefully.
Back
Hopefully,
to Italy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So tell us about the Growfather.
Hey guys, it's me again. Shout out to MJ BizCon, the biggest cannabis conference happening in Las Vegas, December 2nd through the 5th. We're building out our manufacturing and distributing project, creating real opportunities for brands and operators to connect and grow. If you want to get involved, reach out and be a part of it. It's going to be the hot market area. All right, back to the show.
So the Growfather is George Motorano, and it was Michael's childhood friends. And he was incarcerated in what year? Help me with what year?
So real Growfather. I got confused there. He was who?
He was is George Motorano
Okay.
He's the inspiration for our
for our
brand.
brand.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's incarcerated in what year? Because I forget.
1983,
Okay.
83.
Yeah, and they gave him life with no parole.
Okay.
The first 5 years, they kept him in solitary confinement.
And he served 32 years.
Okay, I know this story, and there's a lot of people that have been incarcerated, but this is a famous one that I've heard of, right?
Well, I think he was, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, he was the first non-violent incarcerated
At the time, the
for
first
cannabis.
first time offender, yeah, with life
Yeah.
without parole.
Yeah,
So,
life without parole.
yeah,
Did 32 years.
yeah. So Obama got him, he got out in 2015 with the Obamacare.
Okay,
And yeah, and so when he got out, he decided to open the first CBD shop on South Street in
Okay.
Philly. And we got our license and branded him.
Yeah.
okay. So Michael's a friend of yours.
Michael is
Life
Not Michael, not Michael. The
George?
Growfather, George.
Yeah, yeah, he's
George and I were boyhood friends, born and raised in South Philadelphia
Yeah.
together.
Is he okay? Where is he now?
He's here.
he's here.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll stop by him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's here.
We'd
He's,
love to introduce him to our audience and stuff too.
I'm sure he's out swimming right now because he's big into that. So, but yeah, we'll bring him
Yeah,
by.
and we meet so many individuals over the last, 12 years now in this. I'm an ex-prosecutor myself, and I meet so many individuals and I have so many stories. It's incredible the number of people's lives that were ruined, nonviolent especially, for marijuana incarceration charges,
Yeah.
misdemeanors, felonies, etc. So it's always tragic.
If I may, our next brand that we're bringing on, staying with the same mindset,
Yeah.
is Randy Lanier. Randy Lanier has a brand called Octane, and Randy's a real good friend. In fact, him and George served some time together, and Randy has a really cool smuggling story as well in the industry. Randy he was bitten by the racing bug as a young boy, and very long story short, he went on to run the Indy 500, get Rookie of the Year, and almost came on the circuit very strong. And someone started thinking for a while, well, who's funding this team? And that's how he wound up getting caught for being a big smuggler coming in. But his story is amazing. He's an amazing guy. He's with us too. So at some point, we'd like to have him come by as well.
Yeah.
So the Growfather is in New Jersey, like you said, it's in a lot of stores.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, we're in just about a little over 100 dispensaries.
Okay, and are you guys in other states yet?
We're working on New York right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hopefully-
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So New York will hopefully be in by maybe October, November. What we're trying, it's our goal.
Are you guys working with other manufacturers in like Maryland and meeting people yet, or?
Well, we're meeting a lot of people. We haven't met with anybody in Maryland yet, but we are also going to be in Philadelphia
That's
soon.
one of the reasons why we
Pennsylvania.
do our little pavilion at MJ BizCon is to get manufacturers, brands, and distributors
Nice.
Love that.
together in the same area. So when you guys go to MJ BizCon,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So you guys go to the expo floor
Mhm.
and you walk around
Right.
and you don't know exactly where to go and why you're going, which direction. You're seeing all kinds of product,
Yeah.
but now you have like a little home where you can meet other manufacturers from other
Right.
states, other countries
Right.
who should
That's a
want.
great vehicle. Thank you.
You like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You see,
I love it.
but we got to get it out there more, so, but you love it. And you're right in the middle of this action. How many manufacturers are there in New Jersey that have the capabilities that you guys have? I know you want to say none, we're the best, but
No,
to be
no.
fair,
No, not at all.
Contrary.
I know.
No, yeah.
There's probably like 30 or 40 groups.
There's a lot. I mean,
There are a lot.
we have a lot of independents coming on, as you know, and
Yeah.
and this community here, I say there's real low competition. It's just friendly collaborations.
Right. And then, that as no one knows how this marketplace is going to evolve and brands want to migrate and
Right.
brands want to build and there's protectionist things going on. And there's a lot of change and that will be occurring over the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But brands need to migrate and, manufacturing centers like yours are important for people to know about.
Yeah.
That's the concept of that MJ BizCon project.
Nice.
So you guys are perfect for it. And your brand, of course, is great. It's got a
Thank
great
you.
story.
Thank you.
It's got a great background. It's got the right philosophy behind it. And then George, he's excited about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He likes it.
Is he doing
loves it.
appearances at dispensaries and stuff?
Oh yeah, we bring him in. We usually do meet and greet with the Growfather, and we do it when we do bud tender training. We bring him in. He tells stories. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a New Jersey thing. See, I'm out there on the West Coast, and I don't know about this, but this should be on the West Coast too.
We
I love that.
Yeah, also, we have our other partner, Chris Caporso,
I was
our
gonna
partner and our COO as well. Chris is really a dynamic thinker in this industry. And what we're doing is he, along with George has some of the old typical OG approach to the industry, where Chris is very sophisticated and very smart in what he does. And we think we put together a nice team. And what we try to do is offer those services, lack of a better word, to some of our other white label licensed partners that we have our experience and our knowledge in New Jersey to help them get into the market a lot quicker and easier.
Well, that's what makes you guys the go-to white label contract manufacturer in New Jersey.
Yeah, well, one thing that we always make sure to do, Michael, myself, and Christopher, we as owners of the company and of the brand, we make sure to visit the dispensaries.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we're owners, and I'm not being, it's just you want to go get out there and meet the people.
Yeah.
So New York is probably the next state for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Deciding what to do and what to do next with your brand, because you guys have succeeded in New Jersey, is a very complicated process. How did you decide on New York and why not California, for example? I don't know.
Well, I mean, geography, first of all.
Geography, okay.
But we believe that our brand obviously is a play off of some other grow things. And we believe that this and George's story works well in
Great story.
Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey area.
It
Yeah.
is.
Great.
Well, I mean,
In a certain way.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, he paved the way for us all to be here.
One of the things we find when George goes out with us to some of the dispensaries, and it's so inspiring, is he is such an inspiration for a lot of the younger folks who are in this industry now. I mean, I tell people he was truly a trailblazing OG for this industry, along with Randy Lanier.
Right.
So, and their stories, I mean, you could see some of the younger bud tenders in the industry actually fill up and their eyes water up when they hear some of their stories on the price they paid to get to where we are today.
Yeah, and we've interviewed a lot of people that have been incarcerated, but he's 30 years.
32
32.
years,
32
and Randy 27.
Yeah, have we told the story about George? No. Yeah. I always it's just tragic. I mean, I must have prosecuted myself like 500 people for marijuana related
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But my attitude was always like, if you didn't do any violent crime, don't do it again. Suspended sentence, don't do it again. But they inevitably violate probation, end up in jail.
I know.
George has so many stories, but one of the stories he tells that I think hits home so much is one day he was in one of his prisons. He's been in so many prisons throughout the country that the warden summoned him back in to his office. And George walks into the office. First thing George said is, "I didn't do it." And the warden said, "I want to talk to you. Sit down." And he said, "My wife and I were on vacation in Colorado."
Okay.
He said, and I thought of you. And George said, "Why?" He said, "Because I was outside waiting and my wife walked into a dispensary and came out with a bag of her product." He said, "All I could think of is my wife's in the store buying this and you're in a cell sitting with life without parole."
So crazy.
And that was like 2013.
Yeah.
What was the crime? What was the quantity? What was the action?
Zero. Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, so conspiracy.
He didn't. He didn't even have anything on him
Not a
when
joint.
not even a joint. No.
If it wasn't so like crazy, I mean, I'm like I
know.
smile because it's just like it's almost insane.
I know.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's so sad
Yeah,
though. He lost
it
so
is.
much time.
Yeah.
Well, George's father was it's been documented, and George talks about it. His father was allegedly involved in organized crime, and I guess they were trying to squeeze George, whatever that means. He didn't know anything. George was never accused of anything, but he did some really hard time, and I guess it's for the sins of the father kind of a thing.
Well, people like I mean, because you're in so many dispensaries, it's not just for the name, for the story, and for the support. Do you guys donate back to like some sort of a charitable thing? And also tell me about the product and why, from a consumer standpoint, it seems to be very successful. So it's a good quality product. How
Yeah.
are you managing to make sure that it maintains? Those two questions are going to have like,
Yeah. Well, I'll let Michael take over the product thing, but we are trying to stay true to our brand, and it's working.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What we've done is we decided that we wanted to. I hate to use the term, have a premium brand. What is premium?
Yeah.
yeah,
We have a certain standard that we wanted to hold, and we're going to maintain that. And we have people come back, and right now everyone's price shopping, and we made a business decision. We're not going to race the big MSOs to the bottom on price. And obviously, what happens if you do that is you have to then give up some quality of something. We decided not to do that, and we're holding our own very much. And what we do is we try to come up with some innovative things. Like we were one of the first manufacturers in the state that came up with a special hardware for our disposable vapes. The interior was all ceramic, so it was no cotton, no metal. So it's a little more healthier way, if you will, of vaping. And there's others out there, but we try to think of new and creative ways to keep the quality and the standard where we believe it should be.
And the Growfather is a gummies, vapes, pre-rolls, packaged flower. What SKUs are how's it presented at the
Yeah, we have a full menu.
full menu?
A
Okay.
full menu. Yeah, we do everything from different types of gummies and
Chocolates,
disposable vape,
pre-rolls.
pre-rolls, infused pre-rolls. In fact, one of our infused pre-rolls, we won an award at the last MJ Impact.
Wow,
Yeah.
you guys
It's
are
exciting.
exactly the kind of company that manufacturers in other states will be looking to partner with.
Yeah, that'd be great. I
And-
mean, because like I said, we're in a little over 100 dispensaries.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll be able to get those products on the shelves.
Yeah, but what we
Yeah.
do is we're looking to be, again, we want to be selective on who we align ourselves with.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to, we don't want to compromise who we are and what we stand for. So if we have other brands, even if they're big brands and we have the right chemistry with the people, we'll entertain that. But the chemistry of the person is so much important as the brand to us as well.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but also like, I always recommend manufacturers, there's gonna be some big brands coming out of France or whatever, it doesn't matter where they're going to come to New Jersey,
Mhm.
and you want to make sure you have that contract, and they're going to do their marketing and
Sure.
sales and
Exactly.
their game, and they might end up imploding as a company one day because of some corporate scandal, but you got the contract to do what you needed to do for them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
you guys seem like really nice people. So
you.
I want to recommend you to other manufacturers.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
You guys should be in every state. And this is a great story. And it's
Love
a
that.
great cause. It's a great, and George is his partner.
Yeah.
So that's really good that he's actually finally getting some of his just desserts. Would that be the right phrase?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not fair what happened to him.
Yeah. He's on we're coming up on his 10-year anniversary in October.
And George, with his 32 years, he was an unbelievable inmate. I mean, some of the things he did is he graduated like over 3,000 GED programs. He had suicide watch programs. I mean, he was really an exemplary inmate. And all the idea of never getting out. So no ulterior motive for him doing it other than just wanting to do good for people.
So you guys going to MJ BizCon this year?
Yes,
Yeah.
Are you guys going to swing by the pavilion?
Of course.
absolutely.
Yes.
Love
and,
to.
And so, what was it? Do you have any other questions about the pavilion and what we're doing? Any recommendations?
No,
How's
tell
it
me
sound?
more about it. It
Yeah.
sounds great. Yeah. Tell me more about what you're doing.
Yeah.
How does it sound so far? Like it's a gathering of booths of manufacturers, distributors, and brands that want to meet other ones.
I think it's long overdue.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of a networking center.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're trying to put it together, and if you guys want to have a booth there, we could facilitate that. Or if you just want to pop in and or speak, or present yourself. Actually, we'd love to feature your brand because we have a big stage and we're going to have different brands, different manufacturers.
That would be
that are
awesome. We would love that.
Talk.
Well, we're hoping this is the first of several conversations we'll have.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
this, and by the way, this is the first time that we've met. I've seen their brand wandering around and stuff, and this is how we do things on Meat Unshackled. And the reason we do it this way is because I've been going to conferences in cannabis since 2013,
Mhm.
constantly meeting people and having these conversations. But I'm a fully transparent guy. I love, being open and stuff. And you learn and other people learn as we go.
Good.
And this is how we do it on Meat Unshackled. So we appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you so much.
As I said, hope we're back soon again. to talk
Yeah.
with you.
Let's do it
Yeah,
again.
it sounds like you guys have two great business models. They're separate and distinct and both very
Exactly.
valuable.
Correct.
And I look forward to seeing the progression of both. And, maybe one day you'll actually have a manufacturing center in another state. Maybe one day you'll be, the brand will be like, it's two different things. That's fantastic. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
appreciate
It's a
your time.
pleasure.
And
Thank you so
Great
much.
meeting you.
You
Oh,
too.
and by the way,
Yeah.
what's the manufacturing center called?
Little Leaf Labs.
Little Leaf Labs. So
Yeah.
Little Leaf Labs, the go-to manufacturing white labeling center in New Jersey. When you're bringing your brand in here, stop
Yeah.
by them first.
Just a little side.
I was getting ready to say.
Leaf Labs. My last name, Folietta, means little leaf in
Folietta.
it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I got that. It's Italian. I like that.
yeah. And it'll be my last name soon.
And that was another
Well-
episode of Meet
Oh,
Unshackled.
congratulations.
Thank you, Jack Career
Thank you.
Brands, Kelly
Congratulations.
FX,
Yep.
and Karma Cannabis
Thank you.
Insurance.
So thank
See
you
you
for
guys
joining
on
us
the
on
next
Media
episode.
Unshackled.
A pleasure.
And we will see you at MJ BizCon. And this has kind of been a preview of MJ BizCon, but it's also been a preview of their companies. And we look forward to everybody's success.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
you want to figure out what's going on in everybody.